always draw the same old things because that's what I'm most comfortable with. But you know what would be fun? Doing an art challenge. And what is the genius art challenge I'm doing? Drawing characters without ever seeing them. I had a friend give me descriptions of 4 characters from different sources of media, and I have to draw them based on the description. Anyways, I won't yap for too long. I'll jump straight into the first one. The first character I'm doing is Karma from League of Legends. My friend said this should be an easy one for me, mainly because I have seen Karma like once or twice. I saw the whole thing about an artist correcting the anatomy on League of Legends drawings. Like the artist was saying Karma's neck had to be really long for her to hit the pose you see in her art, or something like that. And so that's where I saw her. Now, because I don't actively play League myself, I barely remember any other details Karma has. I can maybe pinpoint like 1 or 2 things. I specifically asked this friend to choose stuff for me because he's more versed in different media than I am. He's seen things I haven't seen much of. And I think that makes this challenge more fun. It should be things I'm not familiar with, so I can't use my memory or anything. While yes, I have seen Karma before, I don't remember enough to bring something accurate. And I know for sure this isn't accurate. I'll read out the description my friend sent me of Karma so you guys can see what I'm working with here. Karma is a tall, slim, and curvaceous young woman with slightly brown skin, short brown hair, and emerald green eyes. She wears makeup with marks under her eyes, dark red lipsticks, dark eyeshadow, and wears a kind of gold headband with a gem, aquamarine green in the center. Her clothes consist of a long Ionian dress with different shades of purple and violet colors, with gold lines that run through the entire dress. It has a white sash that is tightened with a purple bow. Its right side has a long sleeve and the leg is exposed, and her left side has an arm and a purple sock on her left leg. Karma is depicted as a wise and compassionate individual with a strong sense of responsibility and duty. As an ancient spirit of Ionia, she has guided the Ionian people for generations, taking on various human incarnations throughout history. Karma is known for her wisdom and guidance. She carries the collective memories and experiences of her past lives, which allow her to offer valuable insights and advice to those around her. Her guidance is often sought in times of uncertainty and conflict. Despite her commitment to peace, Karma experiences an internal conflict when faced with the brutality of war. Her struggle to balance her desire for harmony with the need for action and protection. She grapples with the ethical dilemma of whether to remain pacifist in the face of conflict or take more of a direct approach to protect her people. Now, I knew how short her hair had to be because I saw her before, but I did make a mistake when coloring her dress. The description said purple, but I just did a white dress like the idiot I am. This is not going to be the first time in this video you see me being an idiot, but anyways, I guess I am not beating the Genshin player can't read allegations. I had to search up a reference for an Ionian dress, because I didn't know what one looked like. I got pictures of sort of Greek-inspired dresses. I copied the reference image of the dress, but obviously, this isn't accurate to what Karma actually looks like. I know the markings I drew on her aren't really accurate either, but like I said, it's only gonna go downhill from here. This first one was at least easier than the other ones I had to do, so I would say it is a pretty good start to this video. Here is the illustration I created for Karma based off of the description. Again, I know I made some mistakes and that this already won't be accurate. It's time to get a picture for her on screen to compare. Alright, live unscripted reaction because that's more fun. First I'm gonna just search her up, give me a second. And oh my god, I was definitely very off. Okay, wow. Okay. Yeah, so I at least got her hair right, but her dress is completely wrong, and I definitely knew I needed to put more purple. That was definitely a mistake. She is very gorgeous though, but gosh, I don't have much hope for what the other characters are gonna end up like for this video. So the next character I'm attempting is Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3. I hope I am saying her name right, oh god. There were definitely many mistakes made with this one. Now I'll tell you guys the description my friend gave for her. Karlach is tall and well built, her body battle-toned after years of conflict in the first layer of the Hells. Her vermilion skin is covered in scars and burns received in Avernus, with tattoos adorning her left arm, upper back, and parts of her abdomen. Small exhaust vents on her shoulders billow steam whenever her ersatz mechanical heart flares up. its pulsating bright heat outlines clearly visible beneath her chest. Despite her intimidating presence and her bedeviled past, Carlock has a soft, warm, and caring face with a winsome and magnetic smile that is quickly replaced with an unnerving scowl if angered. Her pointed ears angle out and her left horn curves backwards and out, while the right one is broken off near its base, apparently the result of one of her countless battles in Avernus. She wears her dark brown and reddish accented hair long and mussed. A few simple braids adorned by metal discs fall along the right side of her neck, below the trimmed side of her head. Her piercing eyes are dark yellow with distinctive tiefling slit pupils. Light moles and freckles mark her nose and upper cheeks. Alright, there's a lot to unpack here. So you will see this later, but I completely forgot to put her tattoo on her arm. Like, I had it in the sketch, right? But I just didn't do it like the dumbass I am. Oh, and I didn't understand what the small exhaust vents on her shoulders were meant to look like, so I did something. We'll just have to see how she would actually look when I do the live reaction. The description for her hair definitely confused me because I was like, huh? But that's just an extra challenge. Since she's a warrior based on her description, I thought to throw her in a suit of armor. Only problem is, I suck at drawing armor. Like, I did not learn from the last time I had to draw it, which was a while ago. Actually, I just realized another mistake when looking back at the footage. It's dark yellow eyes, but I low-key gave her bright yellow eyes. Oops. Yeah, so I am going to keep looking at things post-edit and find all of the mistakes. Just great. This was probably my toughest one to do, but even if it's not the most accurate, it might be my favorite just because it is unique. The line art was annoying to do for this piece, mostly because of the hair. When I was doing her braids with the silver rings in them, it wasn't one smooth, easy thing. But after I got past that, I'd say the rest of this drawing went smoothly. Coloring was okay, but I had to seriously look up what vermilion actually looks like to make sure I got it right. And I'm still not sure if I got it right. But hey, we'll see it all when I compare Carlock's design to my scuffed rendition of her description. And here is my drawing on her. Again, some parts are scuffed, but I at least managed to make something. I'm definitely curious to see how she actually looks and how it compares to what I created. Okay, so let's see what Carlock actually looks like, or I actually don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'll just type her up and get an image. And let's see. Oh my god, I am very off. Okay. Well then. She's definitely gorgeous, but I definitely see what I could have done. So it looks like she's not really wearing like a full suit of armor. She's wearing something at least. Her hair is definitely, I was definitely way off. Okay, but I'm curious about oh, so that's how the shoulder exhaust things look. I was thinking it was one big slit, but it looks like it's a lot of things. Got it. But wow, I was way off, but her design is definitely amazing. I told you guys it was going to go downhill after Karma, and I meant it. I don't have high hopes for the other ones I did for this video. Now for the next one I'm drawing, it's Tsubakino from Windbreaker. I've never heard of Windbreaker in my life, but to be fair, I literally live in some basement at this point. My friend actually didn't give me too much of a description for Tsubakino, so I was fighting for my life while trying to figure things out. All I got for a description was, Tsubaki has long, straight black hair with pinkish red edges and blue downturned eyes. He wears red earrings and usually is seen with red lipstick and a choker. His nails are painted red and he wears the Furenhai Gakuran jacket along with a white button-up, dark gray skirt, and black heeled boots with a plaid bow or tie on the collar. It's not a lot to work with, but I think my friend wanted to challenge me, so here we are. I think hearing that he wears a skirt is interesting to me, because there are many ways you can draw a skirt. I just did something basic because I wasn't sure. I assumed this is like a uniform. I just searched things up and it just looked like the jacket was part of a school uniform thing, so I'm just rolling with it. Honestly, the hair was the main struggle for me because despite drawing a bunch of men on my channel, I actually am bad with male hairstyles. I always go for some of the same generic hairstyles. I need to bring in more variety. Now, when I hear long hair, I tend to assume like pretty long. But looking back at how I did Carlock, I think I might have done things too long. Like there is a high chance this hair is too long. Also, I had no description about if he had bangs or not, so I gave him somewhat of a fringe. I don't know why I did that, I just did. Out of all of the drawings, this one was probably the easiest to get by because I didn't have to deal with metal. But fun fact, I had to start this drawing over. Because you see, I finished one sketch, but then realized I wasn't recording. So what did I do? Delete the entire page and redid everything while making sure my OBS was actually recording. We're going to be capturing my process in 4K HD alright, but if we ignore that little mess up moment, it's fine. Luckily, it was only the sketch and to be honest, the sketch was bad anyways. I was doing it late at night after going out and doing something. Like there is no way that sketch would end up being good. This new sketch is at least better, so yeah. I don't have too many comments on the coloring or shading because in all honesty, I didn't have much difficulty in the process. So, how do I fill the time? I guess I'll just yap about something random. I was kind of going through it when making this video because I kid you not, all of the things hit me at once. I was like, yeah, let's make a more fun video this week, but then, life. Honestly, that's the explanation for everything, and now I'm editing this late at night. Sleep schedule can go bye-bye, but at least I don't have to be up early tomorrow. Maybe. Yeah, anyways, I'll just show you guys the final illustration because I blabbed some ears off or something. Here is the final illustration. I'm actually curious to see how this compares to the original character because something just doesn't feel right. I bet I'm going to get whiplash. Okay, live reaction time, so I'm gonna have to search up his character. Let me just... I'm a little terrified. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Diva. It's good to see that I didn't make the hair too long. Obviously, well, I wasn't like that accurate. But at least I got the hair not too long, but so he had bangs. I at least gave him like a fringe, but yeah. I could have definitely done so much better though, but yeah, not too bad I think. Maybe. Alright, the final one I am doing for this video is Marcus from the Daybreak webtoon. Now I have never seen this webtoon, so naturally, my friend chose a character from it for me to draw. I didn't get too much of a description either. So basically what I got was, Marcus is an expressive, bubbly boy with brown skin and pink undertones. Both ears are slightly pointed at the top, as well as tiny silver hoop earrings. His hair is made up of medium-sized reddish chestnut locks. His bangs lightening in color and appearing dirty blonde. Marcus's eyes are also a deep brown. Both of his eyebrows also have slits in them. Marcus has been shown to have feline-like fangs, standing generally taller than his peers, and considerably taller in comparison. Marcus especially cares for his appearance as he is typically seen with hair jewelry and corresponding outfits that were picked out carefully. Anyways, let's all take a moment to facepalm because I missed the hair jewelry part and just read it as jewelry. I should have put something in his hair, goddammit. Also, this one was a significant challenge because I've never drawn locks in my life, so it was a learning experience. I need to have a day where I study how to draw locks at this point because seriously, what was I doing? I did the best I can though. I was struggling on this for a good while because seriously, what am I doing? I keep asking myself that. But it isn't an entertaining video without struggling. And also, it's more funny if what I drew was far off from how the characters actually looked. Because if it was actually accurate, this would just be a drawing fan art video or something. Now with this process, the line art wasn't too annoying at least. It was the colors that got me messed up though. So in the description, it says pink undertones. I didn't know what that means. I know what a skin undertone is, so I was assuming pink undertones refer to that. I tried to come up with something. Now, when it came to hair, I was also struggling to make a reddish chestnut color because I kept asking myself, wait, is this it? Yeah, so a lot of this is just second guessing myself. But I mean, when am I not second guessing myself in art? Like genuinely. I will admit for this drawing, it took longer than expected because guess who kept getting distracted? Me. I kept getting distracted. In the middle of this, I realized that I had to eat, so I took a break to cook. Remember guys, take care of yourselves. Don't be like me. Otherwise, it will screw you over. And then while I was eating, I ended up binging a show for a bit. Then it took all of the willpower to get back to drawing because I was feeling lazy. Yeah, and this is why I didn't get to editing video until late at night at this point. But also, video editing takes so much time even though I don't do anything complicated. Like, guess that's life. Yeah, as you can see, I am randomly yapping about nonsense because I don't have too much to say about the process here. But that's okay. Sometimes you aren't fighting for your life while drawing, and that's good. But you know, we all like it better when I'm struggling because it's a lot to comment on. And here is the final drawing. Like I said, I already know that I'm not going to be close at all with this, but we'll just see how much whiplash I end up getting. Okay, and it is live reaction time. So first I gotta search up the character. Okay, let's see how this is. Oh my god, I am definitely far off. He's so gorgeous. I wish I did him better. Oh my god. Okay, so obviously I was very off with the hair, but like I said, I don't know how to draw dreadlocks too well. But I think I should definitely study it. And like I said, I was missing the hair accessories. I am so off with the hair. It's actually unreal. Also with the colors. I think the pink undertones, I actually don't know, but yeah, no, this is definitely the most off one. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I just know I'm going to get roasted for my attempts at this. Because seriously, I was off. A lot of it was because I didn't read properly too. I am not going to beat those Genshin player can't read allegations. Sorry to the community. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. Hopefully I see everyone in the next one. Until then, bye!